Hey guys, I'm back. And I made a few adjustments on my side so that hopefully now it is easier than ever before to see, hear, and understand me. Please, I say it all the time, please support the show. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, donations, Venmo Stormer Show. Please, 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 and thank you. I'm going to go grab the book real quick and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to go back and I'm going to check uh, the VOD again today, and this show should finally be in its optimal form. It's like Cell from the Cell Saga in Dragon Ball Z. If you've ever seen that, there was Cell, first version, second version after he started absorbing the androids, and then there was like Perfect Cell. That's what this show is becoming. Like it's becoming its perfect version, where again you can see and hear me and understand me like very easily, which was my goal and purpose all along. Hello Ari. Uh, Hello Asia. Welcome in everybody. Welcome in. I'm also going to be concurrently going live on YouTube. So there will be two different places you can watch. Well, I'm glad you like it, Asia. Okay. We find ourselves in Principle 23. And then, yeah, if you can also help me run QC on your end too, guys, by checking out my YouTube and TikTok, and then following me on TikTok, and then subscribing to YouTube, that would be very helpful too. Especially as I'm piloting this new setup. Like I said, I think I've pretty much got to where it needs to be. And it did require some, I don't know what you might call it, like MacGyvering. Because I have two microphones now, and I have two cameras, one that works about 50% of the time. But I mean, that's just how it works sometimes. Yeah, thank you, Asia. Ari, I don't know that my show is popular enough to need a mod yet. But I appreciate you volunteering. Okay, we find ourselves in Principle 23. And I hope I'm not coming down with something. I feel a little bit sick. I got plenty of water today. I don't know. It's just my throat feels weird. Like I don't. Maybe I'm just swallowing too much. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not sick. And then yeah, I'll pretty much be streaming this every day. And so it's good that I finally got my setup to where it needs to be. Like I will plan on reading a chapter of the book pretty much every day. So the less I have to stress or worry about my setup, the better. Ari, I'm not sure what you mean, join, and then Asia, I feel much better. I feel like a weight's been like taken off my chest, really. Like I can finally focus more on my creative pursuits, like my audiobook series, my piano, my Let's Plays. Then yeah, I might be able to bring in like new forms and new series. Like I might be able to bring in a podcast. I might be able to start showcasing piano again. I might just have like a just chatting where I'm just like here sharing my ideas. And RA, it's not that I hated Seventh Period. Seventh Period is one of my favorites. Okay, can I can I read the chapter now, please? It was your attitudes that I didn't care for, okay? It was your attitudes. Yeah, yeah. And you know, if you know, you know, and yeah, you guys definitely know what I went through. Okay, practice the rule of 5. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. That was Robert Collier, best-selling author and publisher of The Secret of the Ages. When Mark Victor Hansen and I published the first Chicken Soup for the Soul book, we were so eager and committed to making it a bestseller that we asked 15 best-selling authors, ranging from John Gray, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, to Ken Blanchard, One Minute Manager, and Scott Peck, The Road Less Traveled, for their guidance and advice. We received a ton of valuable information about what to do and how to do it. Next, we visited the book publishing and marketing guru Dan Poynter, who gave us even more great information. Then we bought and read John Creamer's 1001 Ways to Market Your Book. After all that, we were overwhelmed with possibilities. To tell the truth, we became a little crazy. We didn't know where to start, plus we both had our speaking and seminar businesses to run. And yes, thank you for the follows, thank you for the subs. 5 specific things that move you toward your goal. We sought your advice of Ron Scholastico, a wonderful teacher who told us, if you would go every day to a very large tree and take 5 swings at it with a very sharp axe, eventually, no matter how large the tree, it would have to come down. How very simple and how very true. Out of that, we developed what we call the Rule of 5. This simply means that every day we do 5 specific things that will move our goal toward completion. With the goal of getting Chicken Soup for the Soul to the top of the New York Times bestsellers list, it meant having 5 radio interviews or sending out 5 review copies to editors who might review the book. Or calling 5 network marketing companies and asking them to buy the book as a motivational tool for their salespeople, or giving a seminar to at least 5 people and selling the book in the back of the room. On some days, we would simply send out 5 free copies to people listed in the celebrity address book. People such as Harrison Ford, Barbra Streisand, Paul McCartney, and Steven Spielberg. We made phone calls to people who could review the book. We wrote press releases, we called into talk shows, some at 3 a.m. We gave away free copies at our talks. We sent them to ministers to use as a source for talks for their sermons. We gave free Chicken Soup for the Soul talks at churches. We did book signings at any bookstore that would have us. We asked businesses to make bulk purchases for their employees. We got the book into the PXs on military bases. We asked our fellow speakers to sell the book at their talks. We asked seminar companies to put it in their catalogs. We bought a directory of catalogs and asked all the appropriate ones to carry the book. We visited gift shops and card shops and asked them to carry the book. We even got gas stations, bakeries, and restaurants to sell the book. It was a lot of effort, a minimum of 5 things every day, day in, day out, for over 2 years. So they definitely put in a lot of work to push these books. And yeah, Asia, Ari, I'm reading The Success Principles by Jack Canfield. That's him right there. And yeah, you can even see him on YouTube now because of my new camera. Pardon the shine. The light refracting off the cover. Okay. Look what a sustained effort can do. Speaking of which, as I try to press through this chapter with my chatters going bananas on TikTok, was it worth it? And yes, I'm basically coming down with something. I feel a little sick, so please curb your enthusiasm. I'm trying my best to get through the chapter. Luckily, thankfully, it is not a very long chapter today. Okay? Just have to be a little patient and practice some active listening, and then your life will probably get better. Okay? All right. Anyway, was it worth it? Yes, they sold who knows how many copies. I actually can look it up at the end of this episode and figure out how many books of these they sold. They sold a lot. I know that. Okay, here it is. It says it right here, actually, in the book. The book eventually sold over 10 million copies in 43 languages. That's a lot. Did it happen overnight? No. It did not make a bestseller list until over a year after the book came out. A year. Pays to be patient. Sometimes you're going to have failure. He talks about this in the book too. Failure, failure, failure. You get 100 no's and one yes. And that one yes made it all worthwhile. That's a lesson in perseverance. That's why you don't give up. You just keep trying. It was the sustained effort of Rule 5 for over 2 years that led to the success. One action at a time, one book at a time, one reader at a time. But slowly over time, each reader told another reader, and eventually, like a slow-burning chain letter, the word was spread and the book became a huge success. What Time magazine called the publishing phenomenon of the decade. It was less of a publishing phenomenon and more of a phenomenon of persistent effort. Thousands of individual activities that all added up to one large success. In The Chicken Soup for the Gardener's Soul, Geraldine Edwards describes the day her daughter Carolyn took her to Lake Arrowhead to see a wonder of nature. Fields and fields of daffodils that extend for as far as the eye can see. From the top of the mountain sloping down for many acres across folds and valleys, between the trees and bushes, following the terrain, there are rivers of daffodils in radiant bloom. A literal carpet of every hue of the color yellow, from the palest ivory to the deepest lemon, to the most vivid salmon orange. There appear to be over 1 million daffodil bulbs planted in this beautiful natural scene. It takes your breath away. As they hiked into the center of this magical place, they eventually stumbled on a sign that read, "Answers to the questions I know you were asking." The first answer was one woman, 2 hands, 2 feet, and very little brain. The second one was one at a time. The third started in 1958. One woman had forever changed the world over a 40-year period, one bulb at a time. What might you accomplish if you were to do a little bit? 5 things every day for the next 40 years toward the accomplishment of your goal. If you wrote 5 pages a day, that would be 73,000 pages of text, the equivalent of 243 books of 300 pages each. If you saved $5 a day, that would be $73,000, enough for 4 round-the-world trips. If you invested $5 a day with compound interest at only 6% a year, at the end of 40 years, you'd have amassed a small fortune of around $305,000. The Rule of 5, pretty powerful little principle, wouldn't you agree? Okay, that was principle 23. Practice the Rule of 5. It's like death by 1,000 cuts. Like, that's my quick recap. Like I said, you just have to keep shooting your shots. Hey Max, what's going on? What's up? And it's okay. Like you guys can keep chatting away. Just please understand that when I am in audiobook mode, which is what this current series is about, that takes precedent and priority, not just chatting. Like I have to focus on one, like what I call tier or category of content at a time. If it isn't just chatting and it's like I can just like talk to you guys and we can share ideas and stuff, then I have more room to respond and to give my input and my feedback. But when I'm going through the book, that's my priority. That's why I'm not stopping every 5 seconds to respond to you guys. It's not that I don't care, by the way. It's that I'm seriously trying to get through the chapter the best that I can. And then just because, again, today was such a short chapter, I do potentially have more flexibility then to go back and then read through your comments and chat. Yeah, Anthony, Max, you guys know where to find me this summer too. Like I'll be pretty much doing this until I travel, and then my show will go on what's called hiatus. That's where I won't stream. I won't, like I'm not planning on taking this book with me. I'm not going to take my computer with me. pretty much everything will be left here as it is and as it was. It'll be like Superman or something frozen in time. And then when I get back to the States or get back stateside, then I'll pretty much pick up exactly where I left off. Speaking of which, next chapter. Yes, hello, Anthony. Please do feel free to follow, guys. That's the best way to stay on top of stuff I put out. Next time will be Principle 24, exceed expectations. Go above and beyond. As I sometimes say, under promise and over deliver. That way, people will never be disappointed and they will always be impressed. Okay, I'll go ahead and end the episode on YouTube because I would like the YouTube series to be more tactful and focused as much as possible on the audiobook element with minimal commentary. And then I might leave my TikTok up for a few more minutes just so I can like talk to you guys a little bit because I can see that you want some input. So yeah. Okay. All right, that should do it for today's chapter. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Donations, Venmo, Stormer Show. Any and all support that you provide is appreciated here on the show. And with enough support, I will dub thee my storm champions. Help me riding out the storm, as it were. Keeping me right as rain. Okay. All right, thanks so much for watching. Sleep tight. Have a good night. Stormer Show signing off.